Hello and welcome. This is your Detective, Lazaria. In today's session, we're going to seek those that were this. Right here. So if you happen to be somebody that was, this is your chance to come through and tell me your story, who you are, how it was like to be one, or what it was like to be one, and when you were living. That'd be awesome to know what time period, I guess. So again, we have some tools for you to interact with besides the Spirit Talker app, which will be turned on soon. 3 clear cat balls that light up when you touch or move them. A boxy looking thing that we call a REM Pod with a red light on. Touch it or grab the antenna, it'll light up and beep. The EMF meter, it just basically lets me know you're in the vicinity, which you are, because it's going to yellow a lot. So hello, who's ever joining in. And if you're strong, it would basically be orange or red. So hello. We have Spirit Talker being turned on right now. I don't know exactly how many are listed in Phonograve with that keyword search that I just did, but hopefully it'll narrow down who is. Oh hey, hi. I feel like they just said something very intense to me and I just don't know it. Morse code? Did you just use Morse code to me? Once for yes, twice for no. Unfortunately, we do not know Morse code. But if you just did it, you can let me know. It sounded like Morse code. It always does. Anyways, we'll see. So they're probably, I don't know, just like our pal Anywhere South, Josh was like, how do they use it? I don't know. The app, Spirit Talker, but they somehow find the thing to say, whether it's their village. What?
Village.
Are you kidding me? That's the first thing it says? Yes. So basically, you did live on a village. Wow, that was quick. I don't know if that's what you just literally said to me. Like, hey, I lived on a village with that REM pod with Morse code, and then you just told me village. Wow, cool. So yes, they may have lived on a village. See? Wow, that's so cool. Nice. So again, I'm pretty sure we have some, I can't say it, Family that are those. So they might come in. Oh, shoot. Hi, someone's here. I was going to eventually tell you that I also had the ghost motion detector on. So again, if you're there, hi. If it continues to do what it's doing, I gotta turn it off though. So please bear with me. It looks like they may be there because it's very quiet over here. Damage?
Damage.
I'm gonna assume that you're saying your village sustained damage, whether it was Mother Nature, the battles, the wars, the family, what was it called?
His voice.
Oh. So he's coming through. So a male spirit that is, again, the occupation of this, that starts with an F, is trying to come through. So again, I'm sure some of the villages could have had damage in some way. There's many ways that could. Again, diseases on their crops. Somebody burning them down. Mother Nature causing things to get damaged, and so forth. So, is it a possibility that your passing had something to do with while your village was being, quote, damaged? Like a riot or a battle, a fight, taking over land, sadly Native Americans. You just let me know. What is your story, mister? Of course.
Many died here.
Okay, so there's a village where many have passed away due to whatever they're trying to say. So the ghost motion detector could have been a spirit because it hasn't gone off, but we'll see. If it continues to go off, either they're messing around with it or it's malfunctioning. So hard to tell these days. Ooh, I heard them. Never mind. That might be them. I heard them. So there is someone over there in that corner. They're making a popping sound in that corner. Maybe they are. Oh, thank you.
You are kind.
Thank you. So again, I just happen to have this random whim to do this topic again on those that were, starts with an F, I showed you, because I went to a store and they have little tiny, I guess kits that have little animals of that. And I was like, what if I did a session on this? Would the spirits like that? So hopefully that I did the right idea. You let me know. Did I choose the right idea? Like it was almost as if you gravitated me to go to those toys? Because you're like, what if she sees this and she wants to do a session on this? Because sometimes they do that. They like make you do things that you probably wouldn't have done or seen. And it like, hey, it's a little light bulb in my head. Yes? Did they just say yes? That's exactly what we did. Again, REM Pod's been quiet, and I got a little beep or click kind of thing. Well, it worked. See? Look, we're having a session. I can't say the F word. Again, the occupation with this word yet. Because it can come through a phrase or a word that is that. So until you say it, I'll wait. Even though you said village, the very first thing you said is village. That's cool. That means somebody who is one is here, telling me their story. Because it said his voice, their village was damaged, many had passed away there, and of course I'm kind. Oh, of course.
Extrovert.
So somebody who is very adventurous and outdoors, which makes sense. Again, somebody who had that occupation would have to be that. They can't be introverts. They can't stay inside. Yep. I don't know if I should show some little images to like bring some memories. So here's some images. Myself. Okay.
Myself.
Yourself was a extrovert. This maybe male spirit of one is coming through. I felt like I had a session at the very start of my thing a whole year ago, and a couple months, was based on one. I don't know if they're going to come through, but I believe his name starts with a J. And his daughter started with an E. I think. It's been, again, over a year. But I'm wondering if that one will come through. One will hope. So, again, I just happened to bring some images on the device called the iPad. If they can float around and see it, maybe it'll bring back memories. So I'm going to scroll it up so I can see more. Oh, you can also tell me what type of animals that you may remember having on your said thing that I can't say, or what type of buildings that are in said thing. I can't say the thing, god dang it. I want to, but again, the goal is to have them say it. Exactly. The goal is for them to say it. It's in the word bank. I know it because I've seen it come true. So you can do it. I believe in you. Whoever's here, I believe in you. Again, I don't know who you are. If you have a name, that'd be awesome to know.
Sometimes.
So sometimes you've had animals. I wonder if they raise them to do something with, for some of them. That's why it's sometimes they're there. Oh, that's right. You know what? I can see it. Chickens. Did you have chickens on that, I'll say it, land? Did you have chickens that you raised? Ooh, EMF meter spiked. That might be yes. Oh. Well, I don't know. I might have to turn you off, Mr. Ghost Motion Detector. Especially if it goes twice and then turns off. No? Okay, yeah, it's going twice. Okay. Alright. BRB. 14.
14.
Alright, I'll be right back. I think. Yeah, it's gotta check. Dang it! That's why we can't have the ghost motion detector sometimes. It's just it's annoying, sadly. If you really truly want to be making noises, that REM Pod is a noisemaker. You just have to grab the antenna. So 14 could be either the amount of chickens they had or the age of that person that's coming through. Or 14 animals. I don't know if it's types or 14 total. Anyways, so again, we're hoping that the word that the topic is on comes through. Oh, well, that's repetitive.
The wall.
Yeah, that might be repetitive. Unless you're referring to making and building a wall to make your little areas of stations, not stations, what do you call them? I'm sure the spirits are like, yeah, we know what you're talking about. Sections of that land for different things. You created a wall or a fence, because fence is not on here. This is the best you can find. So you have divided areas per animal, 14 sections of animals. Who knows? Mm-hmm. Otherwise, it's just sadly a repetitive phrase that came through a bit ago. So again, I have that thing called Find a Grave. If you say your name, I might be able to find the story that's tied to you. Possibly. I'm not sure exactly how many are listed with this keyword search, but it might be tied to somebody that was one. So if you have a name, you just tell me. Oh.
Belittling.
Did you by chance go to school and got belittled because of what you were? So a 14-year-old going to school who was somebody who was one, again, F-A-R-M-I-R, and people teased him, belittled him or her.
Hung.
Yeah, unfortunately, there are some people that were working as one that may have either been that or experienced seeing people get that because of the times of slavery. Oh,
I'm attached to the forest.
well, maybe your area where you, again, were living had some type of forest, aka the trees, and maybe this type of occupation was too much with the severe economic distress, your debt, or devastating crop failures cause you to do this, HUNG. So did someone choose to go because of all that? Or something like that? REM Pod, Capall, EMF meter to orange or red. Is that what's happening? You're telling me your story? Well, I saw the EMF meter, but I can't tell what color it was. Possibly? Otherwise, maybe they did something with an animal and they had to, I guess I could say the word, hang them over by their feet to let them cure, or not cure, but dry, or whatever. So there's two options. Oh.
Beware of the woman.
Well, that can be just a random thing that's being spewed. Otherwise, maybe it is somebody who lived on that village that you guys did not like. I don't know. And I might have to turn this off. Yeah. We got lucky? Oh, yeah.
Many soldiers here.
Sorry for the motorcycle noise. Many soldiers here. Yes. I'm thinking like Gettysburg. There could be some spirits from Gettysburg, which is one of the ones that had gone to lands such as those. I'm just going to say it. Farmers. So people who lived on farms, farmers. If they are coming through, there were many soldiers that probably came to your land, seek refuge in your homes, get nursed up, take a break, or maybe damaged your village. Like you mentioned earlier at the very beginning, it said village and damage. So I do apologize for that very momentarily another kind of interference with the noise. Sometimes they do play blasting music, and I didn't know if that was going to happen. Oh, well, I mean,
Howdy.
it's like a cowboy kind of saying, which is, again, tied to a farm. Howdy, hi, how are you doing? That's cool. What are the odds? Again, topic is on the farm. Sometimes I just have to, unfortunately, blurt it out because maybe that's how I get the spirits to really come through, even though I was hoping to just let them say it with a spirit talker. But sometimes I just have to. So again, I don't know, but that makes sense. There were obviously many villages that could have been damaged because of the battles and the war that happened, and soldiers may have passed away on their land or farm. So are you still here? Can you let me know with a REM Pod or Capel? The spirit that was here earlier. Even if it's for a quick moment. I just need to know.
I'm touching your back.
Okay. Well, if you're touching my back, you can see what I'm filming. Can you go to that thing I'm going to point at and make it go click, beep, or this blinkety blink, just so I know that you're still here. I mean, did you have pigs by chance? I don't know. I'm assuming that they're using the EMF meter currently as a indicator. But I'm gonna, like, yes, we had pigs. Can you do it again to confirm? Pigs were something you had on your farm. Okay.
Support.
They supported your family in some way by feeding you? You raised them to unfortunately eventually eat them? So they supported you by keeping your bellies full? Just like chickens? They provided eggs and unfortunately dinner or snack, lunch, whatever you guys use chicken or eat chicken. Sheep, goats. Do you have sheep or goats? They provide milk, goat's milk. Sheep has wool, so they keep you warm. Okay. Did you have cows for milk? And sadly, maybe meat? So did you raise cows for those two things? I am.
Record.
I am recording. Otherwise, you're referring to, it is noted that unfortunately farmers did do exactly that. Having to raise animals where some of them ended up being their food that was served on a plate for dinner, lunch, etc. Did you, by chance, have a lot of wheat that you guys had on the land? Like crops, corn or wheat? Did you guys have any of that? As well as, obviously, a vegetable garden? Did you have a big land with a bunch of crops? Or wheat? EMF meter, again, REM Pod, capital. This is a way to communicate, to confirm. It helps. So whatever I'm talking about, and you are saying, yep, that's right. You got it, Detective Lazaria. And again, if there is any names that come through, I might be able to find somebody in the Find a Gray page. I mean, at least I can say, hey, there's 4,000 with that name that were.
You are connected.
So again, I do have family members that were farmers. Yes. That would be my Grandpa Ray's side. My dad, actually, to be honest, that would be both maternal and paternal side. Both were farmers. Different areas. And they moved from state to eventually settling down in California, where they ended up finally making a home and settled. So yes, we definitely had some family members as farmers. And maybe that's why my mom has a fascination with that type of animal she had that was named Bobby. Because she saw them. She's like, I want one. And then, of course, she ended up getting one. Bobby, you here? You're tied to this, in a sense. You were on a farm. You were raised on a farm.
My name is Albert.
Hi, Albert. We got a name. Hi, Albert. Sounds like a farmer name. Hi, Albert. Well, Bobby, if you're here, you know what to do. That's your capital. We have 723 Alberts that might have this keyword, occupation farmer. So hello if you're here. And again, many of the states had land that farmers would be on. So farmers is a very popular occupation. So again, don't know if it's any of the 723 appearing on his Find a Grave, but at least we know there are definitely Alberts with that name that are tied to a farmer. And I don't know if they're referring to my family, if there's an Albert that's tied to farming. I don't know. I'm not going to go through my ancestry tree. Sorry. Maybe later. We'll see. I have other things I got to do. Again, I just thought of this idea because, again, happened to be at a store, went through the toy aisle because I had my nephew who was a kid. And as we were wandering down the aisles, I saw a kit and caboodle of farm animals, and I'm like, oh, that'd be cute. But do I really need it for my sessions We're going to just do the topic on them.
My lungs collapsed.
Oh, is this how to narrow you down to finding you? If I type in on top of occupation farmer, lungs? It might work. Lung cancer, Albert Lee Campbell, 1. He was at the Missouri Pleasant Prairie, interesting, Prairie Cemetery. So Albert Lee Campbell, I think I found you. Otherwise, you're, yeah, let me see. I don't know if it's Nellie that had the cause of death being, okay, hold on. No, I think it is.
Gloria.
But anyway, so we have the mother, spouse, and then, yeah, so this is tied to him. So he had it. So again, if you are indeed Albert Lee Campbell, even though I know Gloria just popped in, he was born in 1887 and passed away in 1956 at age 68. And he was from Missouri. And again, his occupation is a farmer. Cool. So you helped narrow it down to 1. I went from so many to just that 1. Not the best picture of his headstone because it's a little blurry, but something. There's his headstone, by the way. Bobby, you joining? Bobby, I was just trying to type in Gloria, but Bobby, I mean, obviously it could be a spirit too, because Robert, Bobby, but hold on. Bobby, nay, it's you, hi. I was just talking about you. Oh.
Don't go further.
We have 2 Glorias, actually. I actually narrowed it down. So apparently they were somebody who were tied to farming. Gloria Martha, your last name's too hard to say. 1926 to 2015. And Gloria Jean, SVEC, born 1925 and passed away 2012. So they were in their 70s. So, cool. One with the picture. If this is any of those, I know not all the ones that are going to come through, the find a grave or the spirits coming through, but again, someone to say, hey, check out these people. Bobby, hi, Bobby, 1 trophy by Bobby. Nay. Yes, over here.
Yes, over here.
As we scanned over here, his area, Bobby, hey. So Bobby is indeed here. Awesome. You know what to do. You have the power. I know you do. REM Pod, Capo. You can do it. But just for the silliness of it, I know it might be our nay. We have 7 names with Bobby, though. Bobby Jones, Bobby Brown, interesting. Bobby Odom, Bobby Addis, Bobby Essery, Bobby England, Bobby Treadway. If any of those Bobbies were them, hi. So again, it's a possibility that it says occupation and farmer. So Bobby, here you are, if you're one of these. One from Oklahoma, Texas, North Carolina, South Carolina, Mississippi, Alabama, and Kentucky. Lots of states that have farms. Then again, the entire United States, there's many farm states. That's cool. So Bobby stopped in. Nice. Because what are the odds of it saying yes over here right after I scan? I'm like, Bobby! Cool. Again, I don't know. It's been very quiet. It still works. I just guess they're utilizing the time to focus on the spirit talker. False.
False.
Is it refer? Oh, well, yeah, false. Because other countries also have farmlands, so not just the United States of America states. There's so many countries that have farms too. That is true, yes. Okay, so like I said, I don't know if this is going to be a super long one. I just thought of doing it because of getting that weird pan over to the shelf and seeing little farm animals and thinking, I should revisit on farmers. Here we are. Excuse me. Last word, then I think I'm going to wrap it up here. So I appreciate you finally giving me the chance to see some names come through. And again, you helped narrow it down to one Albert. And Bobby, there wasn't as many, and Gloria, there was only two. So, yeah. Oh.
Open your mind.
I don't know how to do that. Unless it's to a spirit. Allowing another spirit, hey, if you open your mind and concentrate, you might be able to focus and do something up here. REM Pod, Capel. Yeah, well, like I said, not every session is going to be, oh my god, wow. Oh.
Find my ashes.
Which one? Was it a Gloria that's trying to ask to tell me? Because Albert was buried. For sure.
She doesn't like visitors.
And maybe that's why Gloria was considered not buried. Well, it looks like the first one was. Maybe. It says crematory. So maybe this one was the second one? Memorial. So burial, but this is burial.
We're enjoying this.
Okay, well, sadly I have to end it though. So I'm going to let you guys get back to what you were doing. Even though you were just telling me you were enjoying this, but I got to get doing my own things, okay? All right. This is Detective Lazaria signing out. Peace, love, and eternity. Bye.